Hello everyone. This video is a YouTube redux of one of my Wednesday webinars presented today on April 15th. I wanted to make it available for you here on my YouTube channel. This was the first of many free 30-minute webinar Wednesdays for coaches offered every week at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm coming to you from Chicago, so that's 1 p.m. Central Time here. I plan to only upload maybe a handful of webinars on YouTube, so be sure to come on over to theexpansiveentrepreneur.com/webinars to sign up and join us live. And if you're not able to make the live webinars, register anyway to automatically receive the replays and also gain access to all the past episodes. So just to give you the quickest introduction of myself, I'm Lisa McCaskill, and I work with life coaches who are committed to their business but are struggling to get it off the ground, feeling overwhelmed and not seeing the clients and income they deserve. I help them build their confidence and clarity, create their irresistible signature programs and messaging, and outline and implement their authentic marketing and communications plan so that they can attract their ideal clients and finally start growing their business and income. And my business is The Expansive Entrepreneur. So just lastly, know that if there's a webinar topic you'd like to see covered, or if you ever have any burning questions you'd like an answer to, just send me an email to lisa@theexpansiveentrepreneur.com. I always respond and reply, and I truly appreciate getting your requests and questions. And plus, since we're on YouTube, I'd love to hear from you and see your nice comments and questions below. Um, so, so that's it for now. Let's just get right into it. Today, we're going to be talking about the zen of getting your first clients. And I wanted to start with a topic that's a huge challenge for new coaches, especially. And that is getting new clients, particularly your first clients. But I wanted to approach it from a mindset point of view. Over the weeks to come in the webinars, we'll be talking about all kinds of things related to marketing, messaging, communications, client attraction, creating content, social media, technology, and all that good stuff. The thing is, you could have all the trappings, a beautiful website, your blog, your system set up, and be actively networking, doing some marketing, and working on your business, social media platforms, etc. And there are many strategies and tips you can apply in order to increase your number of clients, grow your pipeline, and grow your email list. But I see how there are often mental blocks that hold coaches back from really feeling ready for clients. And if you're not feeling ready for them, it sends out an energy that blocks them from coming your way. So, what's the number one reason for not feeling ready for clients? I would say that it's fear. And as I was thinking about it, I came up with 6 general things that people are fearful about. Of course, there's the fear of failure, and then there's a fear of success. And I have to say, I always hear this one, but I don't quite understand it. In contemplating it, I'm thinking that a fear of success is really tied to other fears and perhaps the repercussions and consequences of success, namely the next one, which is the fear of not being free. Not being free to come and go as you please, to make choices for yourself, to determine and control your own destiny, and just to live and to be the way you want to. And then there's the fear of not being good enough and therefore of being rejected. And then there's the fear of embarrassment. And finally, there's another big one, fear of the unknown. So here's what's on the agenda for today. First, I'll offer some mindsets to help shift your mind from fear-based thinking to more open, acceptance-based thinking, just to ease the pressure and lighten the energy around any limiting thoughts you may have about working with clients. Then I'll offer some other tips for being ready for people to say yes to you. And then I'll share a visualization exercise that can help you overcome the fear of the unknown and break through the invisible wall that keeps clients away. So let's get into the first point. So often I hear new coaches ask questions and say things like this. How do I know I'm any good at coaching? Who am I to coach other people about this? I don't have my own life where I want it to be, so how am I supposed to help others? There are so many coaches who are already doing what I'm doing. I'm not where they are, so why would anyone choose me over them? I just need to get things perfect before I'm ready to do this or that or to put myself out there. And even when they don't say these things out loud, that lack of confidence and lack of readiness can still come through. So if you ever have any thoughts along these lines, I want you to start shifting your ideas and self talk, because that kind of internal dialogue sabotages your confidence and ability to attract clients for your business. But, but there's this wicked catch 22 happening, right? You need confidence to get clients, and you need clients to build your confidence. So, fortunately, there are loopholes to get around this catch 22. So, here are 5 mindset shifting thoughts to counter some of that negative internal dialogue and help build confidence while you go about getting your first clients. So, number 1, no matter how many coaches there are who do what you do, who are in the same niche as you, who are targeting the same target audience as you, their ideal clients will be drawn to them, and your ideal clients will be drawn to you. There is no scarcity and no need to think of competition. There's only abundance, and the more and more than enough to go around, more than enough clients to go around. Your ideal clients will be drawn to you, your vibe, your story, your background, and just how you do what you do. Number 2, every coach and small business owner started from scratch with 0 clients, and they grew from there. So you start from where you are right now, and you will grow from where you are, and things will continue to get bigger and better as long as you stay focused and work your business. Number 3, when you're talking with people, all you're doing is having a casual conversation with people who could potentially be clients. It's just a conversation where you're curious about them, you're listening to what they're saying, and asking questions that will bring them clarity and steer them in their best direction and lead them to find their own wisdom. It's just a conversation, that's all. And number 4, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to have years of experience to be an excellent coach. You only have to have, you only have to be a few steps ahead of those to help those who haven't gotten as far down the path as you. That's it. You just have to be a few steps ahead. There are people who are above and beyond you or further along the road than you, and there are people who are further behind you on the road. And you're in a perfect position right now to help people who haven't gotten as far down that path as you. And number 5, let go of being attached to the outcome when you're talking with potential clients. And I know when you're really, really wanting them to say yes to working with you, and you're wanting clients so badly, and you need money, and you want to know that your business is going to work out, there's this energy of grasping and a sense of desperation that comes through and can push people away, whether it's because you're just being aggressive and assertive and pushy, and hopefully not, right? Or because that energy comes through and people can feel that and they back away from it. So instead, I encourage you to come from a place of simply being of service with no attachment to the outcome. Just simply, you're giving your best, you're tuning into them, you're offering what you have to help them. And if they say yes, then great. And if they say no, that's fine. You're still moving closer to those who will say yes to you. And so I hope a couple of those or more of those resonate with you. And keep in mind that you know more than you know, and you have more to give than you may realize. Another big pitfall that newer coaches fall into is comparing themselves to other coaches with other coaches, especially those who are 6 and 7 figure guru veterans with years of coaching and business building under their belts. Even they had humble beginnings. And while you can observe them and take note of how they're doing their thing, at some point you have to stop watching and following them and comparing where you are to where they are. It only saps your confidence. So just focus on building your own business. Now, here I'd like to point out a couple of other ways to build your confidence and client readiness. Because after fear, I'd say that the number two reason for not feeling ready for clients is not being prepared. So, this means making sure that you and your business are prepared for people to say yes to you. From first contact to consultation to new client. And I mentioned those three steps because however you get new clients, these are the three steps that are going to happen. They'll hear about you somehow. They'll have an introductory session or consultation or conversation with you, and then they'll hire you. So, yes, they'll hear about you, they'll have a conversation with you, they'll hire you. So, let's kind of go through these steps, and you can ask yourself if you're prepared at each of those steps or junctures. So, number one, let's say you're networking. Do you cringe inside when someone asks, "So, what do you do?" Or do you have a good 30-second introduction that has people leaning in and saying, "Wow, I could so use that. Can you tell me more?" Or, "Wow, I know someone who is perfect for you. Can you tell me more? Can I get your contact information to forward to them?" If you do, then great. You're ahead of the game and probably feeling fairly confident and ready, especially when you're networking and talking with people. If not, then you're probably not feeling very confident and ready for your first clients because this is a first point of contact. So if you're not feeling confident in how you introduce yourself and what you have to offer for your future clients, then this is just something to work on. So, number two, if someone requested a free strategy session or consultation with you, do you have a good script of talking points for your enrollment conversations that effectively convert potential clients into paying clients? If you do, then awesome. You're ahead of the game and you're that much more ready for your first clients. If not, then you're missing a vitally important piece to getting your first clients because it's in these conversations where getting clients happens, right? No one's going to just go to your website and then hire you. No one's going to be at a networking event talking with you, and hire you just from a networking event, unless you get into a good, intimate conversation with them and they say, "You know what, I want to work with you." But there's always that conversation happening first. Even if you're doing a speaking presentation and you do a great workshop or speaking gig, no one's going to hire you right from the stage. They're going to want to take it one step further and have a one-on-one conversation with you. So it's in these conversations where getting clients happens, and you want to be ready for those. Number three, when someone asks, yes, when they say, "Yes, I want to sign on and work with you. I want to work with you." Do you have your payment system and onboarding process in place to make bringing on new clients a smooth experience for them? Do you have your welcome email, your client agreement and documents, your files set up and ready for business? If so, then wonderful. And if not, this is just something to work on and get these pieces together and in place. And finally, I want to add one more that's very important. Do you have a coaching system or program of steps for getting your clients the results they're looking for? If you, and this really applies to you, especially if you have any negative internal thoughts or doubts about your ability to help your clients get the results and outcomes they want. Having your signature program or your signature offer in place, this alone will make you feel fearless and fully confident in your ability to coach your clients to achieve their goals. And it serves to help your potential clients trust in you and say yes to you as well. And I just have to say too that having a system, I stress this, and this is why this is its own component in my 6 months to Clarity, Confidence, and Clients program. It's important because when you look at those first three steps, if you're networking and someone asks, "Can you tell me more?" you'll have something to point to as to how you work with clients, as a great follow up to your great 30-second introduction, right? If you are having a consultation with someone and you get to the point in that conversation where they may ask, "Well, how exactly do you do that?" Or, you want to tell them a little bit more about how you work with your clients and how you get them the results that they're looking for. You have a signature system to point to and outline your programs to them. And same thing, when someone actually signs on to work with you, it's great to have this program in place so that you can walk them through along their journey. So I had to add that as a fourth piece. But I just want to say your goal is to get them into your coaching program and to provide a great experience for them in working with you. So getting your initial conversation pieces and simple procedures whipped into shape, it provides a major boost of confidence for yourself so that you'll be ready for yeses. And being ready in all these ways, mentally, emotionally, and energetically, getting rid of those blocks. And in your business setup, it sends a signal from you out to the universe that you're ready to receive the business and opportunities and clients that you're asking for. So let's move into the third point for today, and that's the visualization exercise that walks you through the three-step process of getting new clients, them hearing about you, having a conversation or introductory session or consultation with you, and then hiring you. So this exercise mentally walks you through this process to make it real in your mind, and it helps relieve fear of the unknown in particular. The idea is for you to get comfortable with the uncomfortable and to transform what's unknown to something that you can very clearly see in your mind's eye. The power of visualization is that it makes things real. Everything that's ever been invented, made, or manifested into reality was first a thought. And so when you can clearly visualize how getting your first clients will happen and what that process could be like, it becomes real for you, something you can grasp and wrap your mind around, and therefore something that is now more likely to happen with greater ease. So, again, this visualization, it's really focusing on helping you break through a fear of the unknown. Now, it's a scientific fact that our brain and nervous system respond the same way to what happens in reality as they do to what we imagine, visualize, and dream. For example, when a person has a nightmare, the brain and the sympathetic nervous system's flight or fight mechanisms all fire and respond just as if that same experience were to happen in real life. And because I use science of mind and neurolinguistic techniques in my coaching, I'd also like to mention something about how our brains function to attract what we focus our minds on. So there's a set of neurons in our brain. You may have heard of the RAS, or reticular activating system. It serves many functions, of course, as all things in our brains do. But what's most relevant here is that it plays a part in our sleeping and waking conscious states, and that it helps us recognize objects and patterns. The more we see something or imagine it, the more available it becomes to our awareness. This is why when a woman is pregnant, it's like all of a sudden she notices pregnant women everywhere. Or when you're considering buying a particular type of car, suddenly you see that type of car everywhere. So this has served a purpose for eons with humanity. It's a very old area of our brain that's helped us evolve and adapt and even avoid dangers. But in this case, it's applicable in that the more you can imagine what getting more clients would be like, the more new clients you'll become aware of and attract into your sphere of influence and into your life. So this exercise is for you to visualize those three steps of getting clients. And I suggest using as many learning styles as you can. So use kinesthetic or touch, visual, and then also auditory or hearing. I recommend starting by writing this out. You could type it out. I like to first write out my visualizations and affirmations and then type them from there. And that way you really get the feel, the kinesthetic touch of paper and pen. And then read it out loud so that you can hear it out loud. And then visualize every detail that you can from beginning to end. And do this at least once or twice a day because you're really soaking in this visualization and kind of reprogramming your subconscious mind to break through that fear of the unknown and to really imagine this happening for real. And so what I'll do here is I'll read an example I prepared for you and then we can break it down a little bit. Okay, so here goes. Wow, I got two new clients this week. They both found me online and requested intro sessions with me. When I saw the AWeber notification emails come through, it was amazing. Their intro sessions were scheduled easily. We talked and they both said they wanted to get started working with me. It went so smoothly and both were great conversations. They are both perfect, ideal clients for my program and will be able to gain a lot from it. I'm so happy and excited. We scheduled their coaching sessions before getting off the phone. Then I sent them the welcome packet email with all the initial information to get started, the client agreement, and the link to make their payment. One plans to pay in full, and the other chose a monthly payment option. Both of them made their payment and completed the new client profile and sent back their signed client agreements within 2 days. How great it was that both of them followed through right away like that, because that's what I want. And now I've had my first call with each of them. And because I have a great system for working with clients, it was easy to jump right in and have a purposeful session tailored for their needs. They are both feeling good and motivated and ready to do it. They're both feeling relieved, confident, and excited in their choice to have me as their coach to help them achieve their goals. We're off to a great start and it will only get better. It's on now, and I know that more clients are coming my way. Okay, so this visualization walks you through what it would be like for your potential clients to find you. And you can choose the how, however you want your ideal clients to find you, whether it's online or at a networking event. Customize this for yourself. And it also walks you through what it would be like to see the notification from your email management tool that someone requested a consultation with you. I use Aweber. You may use MailChimp or something else, but imagine what that email would look like coming through and how you'll feel to see that email come through. It also walks you through how the strategy session or consultation would go. And by all means, you can be more detailed than the example I gave here. It also walks you through what it would be like to schedule their sessions and go through the onboarding process, including receiving their first payments, right? You could even include a visualization seeing the deposits in your bank account. And finally, it goes through the first coaching session, affirming that it was a great session and that you're feeling confident and that your coaching is going to be able to provide a lot of value for them, and that they're excited to be working with you. So it makes the experience real in your mind. And another plus is that it can help you see where you need to tighten up your process. And if so, get those pieces in place. So there you have it. I hope that was helpful. And again, feel free to add to the example I gave here. Make it yours, expand it with more details, and work with it every day so that it can really take away any fears or concerns you have about working with your first clients. So the main points are to keep your visualizations and any affirmations you do worded in the present or past tense, as if they're happening now or have already happened, and keep it positive, and make sure to infuse it with excitement and happiness and a sense of thanksgiving and gratitude. So that's it. So let's wrap it up with that. This is a YouTube presentation, so I'll change my ending here. But again, know that if there's a topic you'd like to see covered, or if you have any burning questions you'd like an answer to, just send me an email to lisa@theexpansiveentrepreneur.com. And just for future reference, these webinars are 30 minutes. So if there are more questions than I have time to cover in the webinars, they will be answered. I'll post the questions and a response on my Facebook page at facebook.com/theexpansiveentrepreneur.com. And if you ever want to talk one-on-one about how to shift into a powerful success and prosperity mindset for your business, or about anything that was covered here, anything you want to go deeper in and want extra help with, any challenges you may be struggling with, always feel free to schedule a complimentary Surefire coaching success call with me. And we can hop on the phone and talk about it and see how I can help you and see how we might even work together. so that we can get your business to move forward and take off. So for that, just go to theexpansiveentrepreneur.com/contact. And that's it for today. This was today's webinar. And if you're seeing this before April 22nd, just know that the next topic is how to use high impact marketing strategies to get high impact results. That's a big one. So definitely make sure you go over to the Expansive Entrepreneur /webinars to sign up. And if you're not able to join live, you'll get the automatic replay and also be able to access the archives anytime. So thanks again. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you and see you soon. Bye-bye.